Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Portal.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety.
Okay. So, notice that the high energy pellet here leaves a lovely little dot on the wall, a burn mark. So we know exactly what's going to happen. It's the same puzzle as last time, but a little bit in reverse. This time we're going to get the pellet to go from sideways to up.
Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Unstationary scaffold. Now, notice here, this is a very strange bit of technology, or at least it was to me when I first saw it. That it's believable you could make a big ball of energy that would bounce around. It's believable to me, too, that you can make a portal gun. But some reason, a platform that follows the path of what seems to be a laser beam does not seem believable. I guess I just either understand or don't understand gravity as much as there is literally no science thought whatsoever as far as portals. And while you can make plasma balls, making a plasma ball that would bounce off items and not just melt them, it's not likely. Alright, so just want to jump down here. Now notice you can actually fall through it. The laser here is not going to burn you or anything. That's good to know. The high energy pellet would have killed you, but falling off these platforms in themselves and touching the lasers is not going to kill you. Is there any sneaky way to solve this puzzle? Well, nope. Just a little jumping. If you're over here and you walk, you would have fallen. So you actually did have to jump. A little reminder there that you need to actually jump in this game. It is a physical. Moving your body is part of the puzzles. There's really even no reason that this exists in the game, because you could just as easily had a platform on a conveyor belt going back and forth. But instead, you have all of this crazy technology that just doesn't make any sense. Theoretically, I guess in science you could make a charged particle beam and laser and then have some device that is so repellent of this beam that it would stay up in the air and not fall over, but it would probably just shoot off and go up. You could, if you had superconductivity, you could have this be locked above a magnetic surface, if it's a superconductor, and then you can nudge it forward and back with the device. But that's not magnets we're looking at, that's some kind of particle beam, some kind of laser. And I guess that's your science minute for the day. There's really nothing more that can be said or done in this area. Well, maybe there is something more that can be done. around here and accomplish nothing. Thought there might be something hidden. There are some stuff hidden, but I don't know if I've gotten anywhere in the game yet to the hidden parts. I'm not sure if I ever found all the hidden parts, but wanna look. These episodes are so short anyways, we might as well just keep an eagle eye out. I don't see anything. No sneaky hidden parts of this puzzle. Well, this is going to probably go down in history as the shortest episodes for the shortest, well, maybe not the shortest series, because I've done some spotlights on games. Go check those out too, where I've just shown parts of the game or I played the entire game from the beginning to end. I did a couple of spotlights of my Minecraft server, and I've done a spotlight of Limbo beginning to end, and the beginning of Mirror's Edge, which crashed. Maybe I could play with that some more at some point in the distant future and make a series out of Mirror's Edge. I don't know, but it crashed and that was the end of that episode as far as that. So I have a whole playlist on my YouTube thing of spotlights that are just short little bits, and those will be the shortest episode. But this will probably be the shortest length, but this will probably go down in history as the shortest episodes by average. Barely getting 10 minutes by sitting here and just yammering on and on and on. If I have any skills whatsoever, maybe people might say I have some skill in playing video games. I'm certainly not the best video game player at anything. I'm almost fairly certain about that. But I do have the skill and the gift of gab. I can sit here and talk 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 and talk. I'll stop doing that now. But yes, I can talk, and I can talk about Portal because it is a beloved game. We are at puzzle 7 of 19, but there is still a lot more. These puzzles are going to get more complicated by far as we go along. Notice here we had two thoughts that we were taught in one puzzle. We were taught that we can go from a horizontal orientation of the emitter shooting the beam, the plasma energy back and forth, to a vertical orientation, so we can make a right angle curve. Now we really couldn't, well, maybe we could have done an angular thing too. I don't see any reason why we couldn't have been able to figure out a way to get it to go on one of these diagonal walls and get the energy pellet bouncing around the room like crazy. And that probably would have killed me, because as soon as it hit me, it would have disintegrated me. So I don't think any of the puzzles really get you away from right angle thinking. Just straight up and down, left and right. I don't think any of them really require you to think diagonally too much. But the possibility is there. And on top of that mechanic, we've learned platforms exist. It is another device. So we've seen 2 devices now. We're up to the 4 devices by this point. And I'd kind of forgotten about emitters, receivers. That, if you count those as separate devices, we're up to 5. And then platforms, all that stuff, it's fuzzy in my memory. I've played a lot of games since I played Portal, but I know I love it. But some of it I'm starting to realize I don't remember it all, which is great. Usually when I play old games, I want several years between the last time I played it, and then so I've forgotten as much of it as I can. I cannot tell you one bit about what Puzzle 8 is going to be about. Maybe when I see it, I will remember then, but at the moment, I have no idea. And that's enough, so let's wrap up this episode. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, with your questions and suggestions, and watch every second of the video because all that helps me out. If you want to connect to me on social media like Twitter, Steam, Battle.net for Hearthstone, all that information is down in the description for you. So find that, help me, and friend me. Go through my YouTube page and get to my Google Plus and connect to me, put me in circles that way. I'm still working on my Google Plus page, so I don't have a link for that yet, but I will eventually. But that's it. That's the end of the episode, so have a good evening.